I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes to us from a young writer by the name of Mr. Spearman, who wants to know how to write about cultists in a way that makes them sympathetic without having them be evil for the sake of evil or depicted as delusional simpletons. And I can certainly respect your predicament. For decades now, cultists have been written with a rather broad brush, and I know I've been guilty of it myself, depicting them as wild-eyed, gibbering maniacs carrying on dark rituals in the middle of the night, when reality is that cultists are just like you and I. If you were to walk on down to your friendly local cult, you would find small talk and potlucks and sweater vests aplenty. Indeed, I've often opined that the only real difference between a cult and a religion is that religions have better accountants. And of course, religions have managed to convince their followers into all sorts of strange acts, dressing up in curious robes, carrying out unspeakable acts of violence, and worst of all, knocking on your door at 10 o'clock in the morning when you've just settled down to a good book. And literature is replete with sympathetic religious figures who are searching for truth, wrestling with their faith, and there's no reason why you can't throw in a little bit of Azathoth or Sophocles to add a bit of spice. And indeed, if you're interested in something of a primer in that regard, I cannot recommend enough friend of the program Scott R. Jones, who wrote When the Stars Are Right, a sort of handbook for the spirituality which apparently was lurking in my stories. Thumbing through these pages, you will find examples of how to incorporate spirituality into your stories, although I must warn you, you do run the risk of perhaps falling into the madness that lurks within, but hey, it beats Calvinism. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.